Have you ever noticed how your mind freezes when you try to make an important decision? Not because you lack intelligence, but because you are silently measuring yourself against everyone else? This hidden habit slowly steals your confidence and replaces it with hesitation, doubt, and fear. You begin to wonder if others know something you do not, and that question alone weakens your natural certainty. The truth is that constant comparison disconnects you from your inner guidance, the quiet inner voice that was designed to protect you and lead you forward. When you stop listening to yourself, you start depending on external approval, and that is where confusion grows. You hesitate longer, you question deeper, and you delay action until opportunities quietly pass you by. But the moment you decide to trust yourself, everything begins to change. Confidence does not appear from nowhere. It grows each time you honor your own decision. Even small choices, when made with self-trust, begin to rebuild your inner strength. This is the power that Joseph Murphy often spoke about when he taught that your subconscious mind responds to belief and conviction. When you believe in your choice, your mind organizes your actions to support it. Clarity is not something you find outside. It is something you allow inside. The more you practice trusting yourself, the quieter the noise of comparison becomes. You stop chasing perfection, and you start choosing progress. You realize that no one else is living your life, feeling your feelings, or carrying your purpose. This awareness gives you permission to move forward, even when you feel uncertain. And with each step, your confidence becomes more real. You begin to see yourself differently, not as someone who is lost, but as someone who is learning. Decision-making becomes less about fear and more about growth. You understand that mistakes are not proof of failure, but proof of courage. Every decision you make strengthens your trust in yourself, and that trust becomes the foundation of a new identity. You no longer wait for permission, because you finally accept that you are capable. This is where freedom begins, the freedom to act without apology. This is where your real life begins to unfold. And once you experience this shift, you will never want to return to the prison of comparison again. But it all starts with one simple decision, the decision to trust yourself today. In that moment, you reclaim the power that was always yours, and you remind your mind that you are no longer afraid to choose. From there, confidence grows naturally, and your future opens in ways you once thought were impossible. And you finally step into the person you were meant to become. This is your turning point, and it begins now with this choice. Trust it, act on it, and watch your life transform. You are ready, and everything within you is ready too. So move forward without looking back. Now today, always with courage and belief inside you now. Once you begin to trust yourself, you will notice a quiet shift happening inside your mind and body. Situations that once felt overwhelming will start to feel manageable, and decisions that once took days will begin to take minutes. This change does not happen because the world becomes easier overnight, but because you finally stop fighting yourself and start working with your inner intelligence. Fear loses its control when you stop feeding it with hesitation. You begin to understand that confidence is not a personality trait reserved for a lucky few, but a skill built through repeated daily practice sessions. Every time you make a choice without asking for endless approval, you send a powerful message to your subconscious that you are capable and in charge. This message begins to reprogram old patterns of doubt that may have controlled you for years. Slowly, your emotional state becomes more stable. Now state becomes your foundation instead of your weakness. You stop reacting to pressure and start responding with awareness. There is a calm strength that grows when you realize that no decision can destroy your true worth. Even when results do not match your expectations, you remain steady and calm inside. You remain steady and calm inside because you understand that every outcome carries a lesson designed to strengthen you. This mindset frees you from the impossible demand of always being right. Instead, you focus on being brave enough to choose. This courage activates deeper inner guidance and power today, now deeper inner guidance and power that was always present but rarely trusted. Dr. Joseph Murphy taught that when you assume the feeling of certainty, your subconscious accepts it as truth and begins creating conditions to support it. This means confidence is not something outside you must chase ever again, now outside you must chase, but something you allow by choosing belief over fear. When you repeatedly act with belief, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted. This self-trust becomes your new normal. You no longer look around for reassurance because you already feel secure within yourself today, now already feel secure within yourself. Your decisions become faster, your actions become clearer, and your life begins to move forward again. Opportunities respond to your certainty because certainty influences behavior, and behavior shapes results. You step into leadership of your own life with bold faith and purpose today, now always of your own life, with bold faith and purpose guiding every step you take. You stop shrinking to fit expectations that were never meant for you. Instead, you expand into your authentic identity. This expansion feels unfamiliar at first, but it is deeply natural and safe for you now today, because you are finally aligned with yourself. The energy you once wasted on comparison becomes available for creation. You begin building a life based on your vision, not someone else's example. This is the moment your confidence becomes permanent and unshakable inside you now. At this stage of your journey, something remarkable begins to happen. You no longer see decisions as threats, but as invitations to grow. The pressure to be perfect fades away, and you replace it with a willingness to be real. You accept that clarity often comes after action, not before it. This realization removes the heavy weight of hesitation that once held you back. Instead, you move forward with quiet determination and personal responsibility. You understand that your life reflects your choices, and that truth gives you power. When you choose with intention, you begin shaping your future instead of waiting for it to shape you. This shift may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is the discomfort of growth, not the pain of regret. You begin trusting your inner signals more than external noise. Opinions lose their control over your emotions, and fear loses its authority. You realize that confidence is built through evidence, and each brave decision becomes proof of your capability. This proof strengthens your identity and changes the way you see yourself. You stop calling yourself uncertain and start seeing yourself as someone who learns quickly and adapts wisely. This new self-image influences every part of your life. Your posture changes, your voice becomes stronger, and your presence becomes noticeable. People respond differently because you feel different inside. This transformation is not magic. It is alignment with the deeper power within you. Dr. Joseph Murphy taught that whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind eventually expresses itself in your reality. When you repeatedly impress confidence and self-trust, your actions begin matching that belief. You stop sabotaging yourself with doubt and start supporting yourself with faith. This inner support creates emotional stability even in uncertain situations. You no longer panic when facing the unknown. Instead, you feel curious and open. You begin asking empowering questions instead of fearful ones. You ask what this moment can teach you and how it can strengthen you. This mindset turns every experience into an advantage. Even challenges become tools for growth. You stop seeing obstacles as barriers and start seeing them as training for your future self. With this perspective, you develop resilience that cannot be easily broken. You trust that you will handle whatever comes next. This trust removes the need for constant reassurance. You become your own source of certainty, and in that certainty, you discover a freedom that comparison could never give. You finally understand that your path is unique and does not require validation from anyone. This understanding allows you to live with confidence every single day of your life, starting now and continuing forward without fear, hesitation, or apology to anyone ever again, as you fully become yourself at last today and forever now always. You trust your decisions and honor your direction with calm certainty guiding each step you take from this moment forward into the life you were meant to live with purpose and strength inside you now, and always rising higher every day ahead now today.